Tanse everyone. Oki, bonjour, hello. Welcome. This is another fabulous Tuesday. I am starting a little bit late. I arrived home quite late today just because the traffic was pretty unreasonable. I think the smoke is pretty thick, but it makes it really hard to see. But you know what? Mother Earth has a way of fixing things, and so I'm sure we'll get through this. She'll get through this. And so I just wanted to welcome everyone to another fabulous Tuesday. My name is Chantal. I am Cree, Anishinaabe, and Métis from Muskeg Cree Nation in Saskatchewan, which is in Treaty 6 territory. And I'm just very thankful and humbled to live here in Mohkinstis in Treaty 7 territory. And I think it's always really important just to begin anything that I do by acknowledging the land that we stand upon, because if you don't know where you are, you don't know where you're going. And it's also just really important to connect deeply with the land, to connect to the stories here, to connect to that history, and to connect with each other. And so I want to acknowledge the Blackfoot or the Nitsitapi, depending on where you're from, of Siksika, Kaina, and Bagani. I am so blessed and humbled to have so many wonderful elders and friends from all of those nations. So I'm very humbled whenever I'm able to learn and whenever I'm able to share and grow and attend events or ceremonies. It really shows that connection, that spirit of Mohkinstis is alive and well because it brings us together. I also wanted to acknowledge the Sarsi Dene, better known as the Beaver people of Tsutsuna, and the Stoney Nakoda of Morley, which includes Chiniki, Bears Paw, and Wesley First Nations. We're also walking in the footsteps of the Métis of Region 3, so this is why I'm proudly wearing my Métis sash to honor that bridge between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. And so to welcome everyone in a good way, I wanted to share with you the Cree Welcome Song. Traditionally, when we sing songs, we sing in rounds of 4 to honor the 4 directions of the medicine wheel, but this song is a little bit different. We sing it in rounds of 3 to keep the circle open and welcoming so everyone completes the circle today. Because in a circle, we're all connected. There's no beginning, there's no end. No one is greater or less than anyone else in the circle, just like in the hoop of life. So it teaches us to really honor each other for those differences. Again, because if we were all saying exactly the same, the world would be so boring and colorless. We need those differences to help our community thrive, to really have beautiful art and beautiful things and beautiful teachings and stories. Those differences are really what draw us together, and they shouldn't separate us. It teaches us to come into the circle without judgment and not to compare ourselves to someone else, because we're completely different, so it doesn't make any sense to compare ourselves to someone else, and it also diminishes our light if we try and do that. And so this song is from the Natahau family, specifically Joseph Natahau. And I'm very thankful and humbled for him sharing this song with so many people, because it is such an inspiring song, and it's really guided me on this path, and I'm really, really thankful and humbled for that. And so Mia Sin, it doesn't just mean welcome, although it does welcome everybody into the circle, including our ancestors. And I feel like I have to start always with this song to invite in my ancestors and to invite in all of those other guides on the journey. And it doesn't just mean welcome though. It also means beautiful. So I'm going to stand up to sing. I might be hobbling a little bit. My head's starting to feel a little bit better, but money is not. All right. Miasin, miasen, hasemina, hasemina, epentakote, niwagomagan, hota, homa, Kitaskino, miasen, miasen, hasemina, hasemina, epetakote, niwagomagan, hota, homa, kitaskino, miasin, Hasen miyasen hasemina hasemina epetakote niwagomagan hota homa kitaskino. Hi, and welcome to the circle, everybody. And so I'm really excited because this upcoming weekend, I can't believe it's already time. The 19th, 20th, and 21st, I'm actually going to be recording an album. It's amazing. And so the 21st is going to be a very special day, though. That's when I'm inviting kiddos to come and join me and other people within the community to share some of our beautiful thanks, Deb. To share some of our beautiful songs. So the songs that are traditional, which I'm trying to get the rights to so that I can share them in an album. But also some of my songs. So it's funny, I was teaching teachers today. My son calls me a teacher. But some of the teachers came up to me and they said their students remember me as the Chickadee Lady. And so yes, one of the songs I will be recording is going to be the Chickadee song, the one that I wrote, and also the thank you song. But there's other songs that I've kind of written over time that I haven't even shared, and so I'm really excited to be able to share those traditional songs and that knowledge, and those stories is also going to be storytelling as well, because our stories is what connects us, and I'm really, really thankful and humbled for that. And so if anyone is interested, I will definitely share a link later on because I totally forgot to add it, but it is actually on my website. So create the number 8.ca, and there it'll say like album recording, and you can just click on an RSVP and it has all of the information there. We'll be recording in the downstairs of the Jack Singer Concert Hall in the rehearsal space there, and so it's just a really beautiful way to bring everything together. Arts Commons has really just been my home for the last little while. We've been doing all of our workshops there, and I worked with some of the school programs there, and so it just seemed like a natural fit to be able to connect with that space. It's downtown, so it's super easy for anybody to get to, and I'm just really, really excited about it. And so one of the songs that we're going to be sharing is the Chickadee song. So I figured today I'll be sharing some of the songs that I will be sharing when we record. Yeah, and we're going to start with the Chickadee song because apparently I'm the Chickadee Lady. And I'm just really, really thankful. So this song it teaches us about listening. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak. The story around this song teaches us about how the chickadee came into being and how the owl came into being, and how the kids were joking around that their mom wasn't actually warning them. She was just trying to get them to come back in time for lunch, and grandfather's son gets lonely when our shadows are disappearing when he's at its highest, and so he took 2 boys who became the chickadees as his own, so they kept him company over the years, and they always guide our children home, those chickadees, and same with the sunflower. And it's the same thing with the owl at night. She protects us, she brings us home. And yeah, so this is the Chickadee song. Try not to yawn so much. And it is a call and response, so I'm going to do my best to do the response as well. Hop-de-oh, oh, oh, 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 hop-de-oh, oh, oh. Way-ah-ho, way-ah-ho, way-ah-ho. is the Raven song. So the Raven song has it's been in my life for a really long time, and when I first heard it, I was like, I know that song, and I reached out to the person on YouTube who had posted it. It has since been taken down, but it turned out to be my cousin, because I mean, I'm Cree, I'm related to a lot of people, but he gave me gray eyes, and I'm not actually sure, I can't reach him anymore, but I know he was quite ill at the time, but he said that this is our family song, and so it was important to share it in a good way. And so the Raven teaches us about not taking ourselves too seriously. The Raven is also the trickster, so he teaches us sometimes we can trick ourselves, and that's exactly what he did, trying to prove that he was the best. So not to be an egomaniac, that's really what the Raven teaches us, but this is why the rainbow has that little shimmer of rainbow left in his feathers, because it reminds him to stay humble. And so there's a longer story, and I intend on sharing all of those wonderful stories as well. But yes, this is the Raven song. I have a quick sip of water first. The smoke is kind of killing me, so I'm hoping it dissipates by the weekend. And in the Raven song, we sing it 4 rounds, and then at the end of the 3rd round, we hear ooh, as the raven falls out of the sky. But then he's learned his lesson, so we get a little higher with the last verse. Happy sounds, Yahweh, Yahweh, call and response, will away, will away, will away, will away, will away, will away, oh hey, oh hey, happy sounds, Yahweh, call and response, will away, will away, will away, will away, will away, will away, oh hey, oh hey, love that one. So I'll probably also be doing the bear song, both as a straight through, but also as a call and response. I want to make this accessible so kids can learn. I think that's so important to, inspire our kids to learn the language, to learn the history, to learn the stories. And some of the stories are awesome and hilarious. And also with the bear, he's awesome and hilarious. The bear, yes, big, strong, powerful, but sometimes also quite derpy. Love it. But still, the bear carries so many teachings for us, whether that be teachings about how to balance the earth, how to give back, how to stand up for what's right in our community. But the bear is constantly teaching us, even timing. It knows when it needs to go to bed, and that it does that so that it gives the world a chance to recover, a chance to replenish, and in doing so, it gives itself a chance to replenish. Yeah. And so the bear song is an Anishinaabe song, but I'm hoping to translate it to Cree. So even though it's the Anishinaabe bear song, it will have some Cree words. So instead of saying makwa, we're going to say muskwa. So I haven't translated it yet, but I'll have it on a board and it'll be awesome. I'm working on it. So this is why I'm hoping to learn my language even more so, because the more I learn, the more I teach, and I think that's such a beautiful gift. So this is the Anishinaabe bear song. And I'll do it as a call and response. That's not the right one. the song I'm going to be sharing is the Ancestral Bird Song. This is one of the ones that kind of threw me into me. I don't like to say I wrote songs because it seems weird because I didn't really write them. I feel like Creator just kind of worked through me and shared them. And so, yeah, this song came through me at a time when, I got an unexpected gift. I got my daughters. So this song was kind of brought forth during the Synagogues dinner series, where we got to work with elders and knowledge keepers and different people in the community and youth and artists from all different backgrounds, and it was just really inspiring. And we were all at kinship tables, and some people got uncles, some people got aunties, some people got mums or grandmas, or family, or they just got all of these different cards at their tables. And I got seated at the daughter's table, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I am a daughter, and like my mom's a daughter, and my cook's a daughter, and so I was thinking more along those terms because I only had my sons. And I thought, okay, well, that was an interesting choice for table seating, but sure. And I figured I'd just listen and I'd observe, and then I'd figure out what to present afterwards. But then after it was a second supper, where we actually had to start writing or creating our projects, or at least have motivation for the projects, COVID hit. And that was the last of the dinners. But not only did that happen, but my girls moved in with me. And I always knew I was going to have twins. I just didn't know how they were going to come to me. And then boom, there they were. And they have been with me ever since. And they are my daughters. And so it made sense at that point that I was sat at that kinship table of daughters. And so I wrote this for them because they found their way to me and I found them. And so sometimes our chosen family, our adopted family, is just as meaningful as the biological family because our spirits are stronger than blood. And so this is the daughter song, if I can remember it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going through the songs that I'd love to share. There's some songs that I'd like to, but I'm not sure about not the teachings. I'm not sure. I know the teachings, but I don't know about the permissions yet. So I'm working on that this week. Yay. Uh, and hopefully I'll have that all taken care of, and there'll be really good things. Just because I think it's so important to share with community. One of those songs being the Turtle Song, or the Strong Woman Song. The way that I learned it was as a turtle song, and the turtle teaches us about the teachings of truth. The turtle carries the truth on her back. She carries the truth of the way that the earth grows, the way that the earth breathes, the way that we give things back to the earth, and grow with the earth, that we're not above or below the earth, we're part of it. When we look at the turtle's back as well, she holds the truth of the moons. She has 13 bumps on her back to represent those 13 moons of the year, and that is the cycle of growth and the cycle of birth and rebirth, that cycle. But also it's, that cycle of the moon phases. Those 28 ridges along the outside represent those 28 days in a moon cycle. And it's that truth of our own birth and rebirth. It reminds us that, we're sacred, we're part of this cycle as well. And so this, the turtle song became the Strong Woman Song, which makes sense because it holds those truth of the moon, which is our grandmother, of the earth, which is our mother, of, our traditional knowledge and our ancestors that have come before us, those future generations who will be carrying that lifeblood forward. And so this song really honors that. It also became the Strong Woman Song because not only of those teachings, but it brings women together. So it was brought into a prison as part of her civitism program. And when women go to prison, it's for a very different reason than men. So oftentimes they're escaping abusive relationships. They're, dealing with intergenerational trauma, with hurt, with pain, with addiction, with all of these things that they're carrying within them. And so when you go to jail, you lose that aspect of who you are. A lot of them have already lost connection to their ancestors, to their family, to their friends, to their very being. And so this song was really about reconnection to spirit, reconnection to ancestors, reconnection to culture, and healing those wounds accordingly. And of all of the women that were involved in this program, this really became their theme song. And they saw so much strength in it and so much ability to rise above any challenges that they faced with this song. And hence it became the Strong Woman Song. And of all of the women who were involved in that program, 98% never reoffended. So it goes to show that our culture is powerful. Reclaiming our culture and healing those aspects of ourselves, not only for ourselves, but for our ancestors and also for our future generations, makes a huge impact for everything. And so this is the Strong Woman Song, also known as the Turtle Song. When I sing it, I do it with a heartbeat, which is that women's beat, it's that honor beat, it's that prayer beat. And it's also, when I do it, I rise up a little bit each time. And to me, that symbolizes coming together as a community so that we can rise above any challenge, past, present, or future. It was the Ancestral Bird Song. I want to thank Audrey Lane for inviting me on a project, and with that I was connecting to the Weasel Head, and as I was there, this song just kind of evolved and came through me. It was our way of just connecting to the ancestors through the call of the birds. The birds have this wisdom in their calls and their tweets or their songs. There's a wisdom there that it's so deep, it's so profound, and it's so ancient. And if we spend the time to get to know it and to really listen to it, it can really, change something deep inside of us. And as I was sitting there listening to the way that they commune back and forth, talking back and forth, it was a blue jay that really struck me, because the blue jay, it actually changes its voice to talk to other birds, which is really beautiful. And insofar as if a bird, a nest is orphaned, because whether that parent has passed away, maybe it died, maybe it got sick, maybe it, you know, got the blue jay will actually go to that nest, and it will share that same call, so the baby birds will actually know it, know its voice, know their own voice, as opposed to the voice of the blue jay, and it will feed them and will take care of them, which I think is so remarkable. But it reminds us that that is not just a bird thing. This is a mammal thing. People, we take care of each other. And I think we need to remember that teaching of the ancestors, which was to take care of each other, which was to support each other, was to give each other wisdom and to give each other life and to share each other's stories. And we can hear that wisdom through that bird song. And so that's where this song kind of came into being. And so this is the Ancestral Bird Song. Way ah, way ah, way oh. 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 Way ah, I'm realizing I have a lot of bird songs, including the Thunderbird, which technically kind of a bird, more of an entity, more of a spirit, more of fate or destiny, that thing that pushes us on our way. That beautiful story connected to it, where it finally realized, maybe everything does happen for a reason. Even if Osaka Jack messes up and gets into trouble, there's always lessons to be learned from making mistakes. And I think that's the true wisdom of the beaver as well. She makes mistakes, but she always recovers because she learns. And the Thunderbird teaches us, learn from our mistakes, or it's going to keep kicking us in the butt, trying to push us on the right path, and until eventually it gets fed up with us and just hits us with a truck. And so it makes you wonder, why was I hit by a truck? All right, because I need to slow down. All right. So, the Thunderbird, we can do it as a call and response. We always sing, I sing it straight through as well. But we're going to go with the theme of call and responses today. And so I'm going to share it as a call and response. So this is the Thunderbird song. And I'm hoping we can figure out where it's come from, and I can share it as well. Kichima peso, kichima peso, mani tu kichiwaino, mani tu kichiwaino, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, we highway yo, highway yo. Kichima peso, mani tu kichiwaino, mani tu kichiwaino, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, we highway yo, we highway yo. Kichima peso, mani tu kichiwaino, mani tu kichiwaino, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, we highway yo, we highway yo. Kichima peso, mani tu kichiwaino, mani tu kichiwaino, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, weya heya heya yo, we highway yo, we highway yo. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so another song that I want to share is a thank you song. And so one of the versions of the thank you song, I actually shared different words to say thank you. And it's tricky. So I'm actually going to record this song twice. Once with just the Cree, Anishinaabe, and Métis, which is the original that I wrote. And then when I'm going to write down a whole bunch of other words in different languages. So things like Blackfoot and Stony and Sarsi or Dene, sorry, Tsutsuna. But because of this area, I want to really honor the area that I'm in and the ancestors here and the teachings that I've learned and the elders that I've learned from. But also I want to bring in other aspects, so things like Mohawk and Salish and different words from across Turtle Island. So I know there's 11 language families, so if I can do my best to find those language families, I think I'm going to aim for that. And so, yeah, I'm going to be translating a lot to tomorrow and the next day and writing it all down for posters. So, woo, good times. But I'm just really thankful and humbled that we are in a time where we can use technology, where we can, Zoom elders across the country to actually have these conversations. I think that's such important work. And I'm very, very thankful for that ability to do that. And so, yeah, this is the thank you song. And we also do it as a call and response. And to say thank you in Cree is hi hi, Anishinaabe, Mohkinstis, and in Michif it's Marcy. So Cree it's Kinnineskamantan. But it's a very hard word to teach kids, so we're going to go with hi hi. And it's a grateful beat, which is that heartbeat, that joyful heartbeat. Hi hi, hi hi, Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. Hi hi, hi hi, Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. From me to you, from me to you, and you to me, and you to me. Hi hi, hi hi, Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. Way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, hi, hi, Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. Hi, 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 Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. From me to you, from me to you, and you to me, and you to me. Hi, 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 Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. Way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hi-yo. Hi, 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 Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. Hi, hi, Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. From me to you, from me to you, and you to me, and you to me. Hi, 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 Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. Way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hi-yo. Hi, hi, Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. Hi, 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 Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. From me to you, from me to you, and you to me, and you to me. Hi, 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 Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. Way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hey-yo, way-ah, hi-yo, way-ah, hi-yo. Hi, hi, Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. Hi, hi, Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. From me to you, from me to you, and you to me, and you to me. Hi, hi, Mohkinstis, Marcy. Last time. Hi, 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 Mohkinstis, Marcy, Marcy. And yeah, I'm going to share one more song tonight, which is the Journey song. And the journey song, well, it came to me on last year after I'd gone through something pretty heart wrenching. Um, and this, I think, came to me as a comfort. It came through me as a comfort. And it showed me that everything happens for a reason, and the journey sometimes we take is twisty and turning and not what we expect, but it's really just about honoring. Oh, that's amazing. Love you, Allison. But this song kind of came through me right when I needed it. It was to really honor our journey together, and everyone's journey. So this is called the Journey Song. It was to honor the daughter that I had lost, but also to honor the journey ahead. And so this is the Journey Song. Because sometimes the worst things happen for the most beautiful reasons. Watch out, Joe. A dog probably wants to eat your drum. Actually, I'm going to share a quick story about my friend Hazel because it's hilarious now that you mentioned your dog. So, my friend had made a drum with me, and she saw everything as a sign. Everything was a sign. And she called me. She's like, Chantal, the weirdest thing happened. My drum, the back of it is gone. What happened? And I was like, your dog ate your drum. She's like, no, it must mean something. And I'm like, it means your dog ate your drum. She's like, no, it was on a bag, on a chair. Like, there's no way he could have caught it. I'm like, okay. And then I went for dinner with her that night. And then without missing a beat, she's like, look, it was on the bag or in the bag on the chair like this. And then without missing a beat, her dog jumped up, put his mouth in there and started chewing. And she's like, oh, care. I was like, your dog ate your drum. So, yes, dogs eat drums. Keep it nice and high. Aw, thanks, Natasha. Love you. And so this is the Journey song. Sakahito into our families. Sakahito into your friends. Sakahito into your journey until we meet again. Ah hey, way, Hi everyone, Miigwech. Marcy, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm excited for the weekend, so please do, if you are a larger voice, so grown-ups, community members, women, femme, anybody who wants to come and join me. So Saturday night, which is the 20th, is Big Voices, and so community members are invited to come and share your voice and be part of something special, like part of community, because we're going to be cycling this and sharing this with community. And then little voices, any kids who want to come and sing and drum and share. I will have 50 drums there, but if you have your drum, you're more than welcome. Wear your regalia, be proud of who you are, be proud of the blood that runs through your veins. And this isn't just for Indigenous people, it's for all people. This is for community. And so it's such an important gift to be able to share in a good way. And so yes, definitely wear your regalia, or something you're proud of, whether that just be a sash, whether that be a pendant, whether that be a medallion, whether that be a skirt or a shirt or a full-on outfit. Yes, just be proud of who you are. And I'm just so thankful and humbled. So it's the 21st, the Sunday, that we'll be recording with the Little Voices. And grown-ups are allowed to come too. I'm just saying, we're kids inside our hearts. But it's just so that we can share and create music together and create memories together and share it with a greater community. Yeah, I just want to support everybody in every way that I can, and I think this is the best way to do it, to share culture, to share song, to share story, and just to share that time together. So hi everyone, Miigwech, Marcy, thank you again, and I will see you next week. Hopefully everything goes really well. If I don't see you, hopefully this weekend. So again, that is Saturday night. On my website, it has the schedule, and I'm going to probably schedule the songs to make it a little easier to follow. And then Sunday, it is from 11 a.m. Check-ins around 10, or no, check-ins at 11. I need to sleep in a little. Yeah, and we'll be inviting people in until 6 o'clock just to share our songs and our voices and drum and just be part of something bigger than ourselves. So hi everyone, Miigwech, Marcy, and I will see you next week.